A call goes out for additional investigative help into the death of Wahpeton College student Andrew Sadek. Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us tonight. Stephanie is off. It's been months and we still don't know exactly what happened to Andrew Sadek. We know this: he was cooperating with the Drug Task Force after a couple of minor drug arrests. He went missing from the Wahpeton campus of North Dakota State College of Science last May. His body was later found dead in a nearby river, the victim of a gunshot wound. However, he was wearing a backpack full of rocks at the time. The NDSCS Campus Police Department has been handling the investigation, and last week Valley News Live reporter Bradford Eric paid a visit to Sergeant Steve Helgeson, hoping to get an update.
Sorry? Any reason you won't talk with us?
Sir, please turn that off. Please turn it off.
Talk to us. Answer my questions.
Today, NDSCS Campus Police requested additional assistance from BCA in Minnesota and BCI in North Dakota. The move was described as an appropriate next move. I called and asked a spokesperson for Minnesota BCA why the agencies weren't part of the investigation all along, and was told that was up to the campus police. I asked if that's how she would have handled this case, and she said no comment. We have new information surrounding a car thought to have been involved in the Tom Bierson murder investigation. That car and its owner have been identified. The vehicle is a 2005 Nissan Maxima. Moorhead police asked for help identifying the car, which is captured on a security camera near the RV sales lot where the NDSU student's body was found. Police tell us it seems to be a case of being in the wrong place at the wrong time. Investigators were hoping it might turn into a lead in the unsolved murder case. Tough going for everyone outside today. The temps have been challenging, and that's putting it mildly. Let's find out if tonight will get as cold as last night. Hutch?
Well, when we woke up this morning, there was indeed a bite to the air. Some very cold temperatures, and as we mentioned last night, Fargo had a chance of matching its lowest temperature of the year, and that's exactly what we've done. Actually, lowest temperature of the season, 17 below. 21 below this morning in Grand Forks. Fosston, how about 27 degrees below zero? Tooth chipping cold, but we're warming up. 7 right now in Fargo. Moorhead 8 in Fergus Falls. Winds from the south-southeast warming things up, but kicking out a few flakes of snow for our western and southern counties. Notice this activity, at least on the radar, moving quickly across the I-29 corridor of southern North Dakota and eastern South Dakota. Your planner for tonight shows temperatures will be steady or slowly rise, Mike. The wind will still be from the south and not too bad either. So fairly pleasant conditions into the overnight for most of us. I'll have details about a little bit more snow and a little bit more cold in your extended outlook here in a few moments.
Do we have to?
No.
All right. I hope you do. All right, thanks. Valentine's Day isn't all hearts and roses. Scammers are using romance to rip people off. The Better Business Bureau is warning us to be careful not to fall victim to a crime that affects the pocketbook as well as our emotions. The Bureau reports scammers pretending to be a love interest over social media dating websites or on the phone, then asking for money. Valley News Team's Nicole Johnson shows us how far some people are going to avoid a bad Valentine.
Looking for love in all the cyber spaces.
Through Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook.
Yeah, probably dating sites.
It's become so common, you might not bat an eye.
I think you should meet them in person.
Yeah, you shouldn't trust what you see on the internet.
It's well known some fudge the truth online, but how far will you go to see if your date is legit? So on Craigslist right now, there's an ad out for $30 background checks for Valentine's Day. So before you go on a date with someone, you can get a background check.
Outstanding. I don't think I have to do that with my wife.
Digging into criminal history may seem far-fetched for some.
A little ridiculous, because that's kind of going too far, because everyone has a past. But
yeah.
Others say it could save you trouble.
I would if I was single, yeah. Younger and single, yes, probably.
You'd pay $30 for a background check?
I don't know if $30 seems reasonable.
This couple has some free advice to offer.
Meet in a public place, bring a friend, and before you meet, I would suggest video chatting with them.
And a tip from the experts, online or off. The biggest red flag, any request for money.
Nice guy, but it turned out he was not
good guy.
Nicole Johnson, Valley News Live.
The Better Business Bureau has more red flags to watch out for while avoiding a scammer. We have them on our website. Go there, valleynewslive.com, and click on this story. One person wound up in the hospital following a crash this morning in Grand Forks. Investigators say a pickup and a minivan collided by Gateway Drive. The driver of the truck, Paulo Cepeda of Inkster, North Dakota, was later charged with driving under suspension. Emergency crews had to use the jaws of life to get the driver out of the minivan. 62-year-old Gregory S. Jacobson of West Fargo was being treated for unknown injuries. Still no cause from a fire that heavily damaged a home in the Northern Valley. It happened last night in the 200 block of Windward Hills Avenue. Fire crews say there's damage on both the first and second floors of the house. No one was home at the time when that fire started. A judge in Moorhead says he'll make a decision within 45 days on motions to get charges dropped against 2 hockey players. Thomas Carey and Brandon Smith are accused of making a sex video with a 15-year-old girl in a Moorhead motel room. Their attorneys continue to attack the character of the girl, even suggesting that she should be charged. The prosecutor in the case says the charges against the men should stand and that she's tired of hearing that boys will be boys. Moorhead school officials would like to start school before Labor Day, particularly this year. State law requires school to start after Labor Day, but because the holiday is late this year, that would mean school classes wouldn't get going until the 8th of September. Moorhead Assistant Superintendent Brandon Lunek says even if the legislature gives its blessing to an earlier start, he doubts Moorhead would be able to take advantage of it.
So planning for next year, we're already almost have the calendar complete for next year. So that's why I say if this bill were to pass, I don't think you're going to see Moorhead School still starting school before Labor Day.
There are companion bills in the Senate, but they would have to go a long way before becoming law. Remember to like Valley News Live on Facebook. You can follow the latest news, weather, and breaking news updates anytime on your feed. Just search Valley News Live, like our page, and you'll stay informed throughout the entire day. The draw of a cell phone can be addicting for both parents and their children. On Valley News Live 10 at 10 tonight, Lisa Badeau explains why you should set your phone down and how it could be beneficial to your child's health. What would you do if you found $20,000 worth of treasure? After finding a rare vase, this one in their collection, the Fine Arts Club of Fargo decided to return it to where it was made. That's the University of North Dakota. It will become part of their art collection. The piece was made by Margaret Kelly Cable, who taught pottery at UND in the early 1900s. Cable's prices have now become very valuable. Tonight we have something you don't see every day, especially with the frigid cold we experience here in the valley. Take a look at this. Despite the fact that it was the middle of winter and the temperature was well below zero this morning, Dave Yearwood drove his motorcycle to work as he does every day of the year. Yearwood is a technology professor at UND. His expertise of electronic controls come in handy when he rides in the middle of the winter.
I dress for it. I mean, it looks worse than it is. I plug in to the bike, and I have controllers and heat. So I send heat to my feet and heat to my gloves, and I have handlebar grips.
So you have a heated suit running on electricity?
Right, running off the bike. So I just plug in and life is good.
It's good. Amazingly, Yearwood is a native of the Caribbean, but says it's all about making the best of any situation. Later on Valley News Live at 6, tougher laws protecting our kids from sex predators.
And mostly flaky weather heading into eastern South Dakota tonight. Quiet but cold, and I'll have details what you can expect in your hour-by-hour forecast next.
You're watching Valley News Live on TV, online, and on the go. Always on, wherever you are, whenever you need to know. Valley News Live.